Oh, it's recording. Hi, YouTube. Hi again. It's me, Ruby. Another day, or night, or whenever you watch this video. Is quarantine over? Comment down below. Yeah, I'm learning YouTube tricks. Not really. Um, in today's video, I don't know what I'm really gonna talk about. I found a link that I think would be interesting talking about that. It's a 50 questions kind of thing. It's related to relationships, which is kind of interesting because mine, I think it's interesting in some ways since it's a long distance relationship. Yeah, too much information, but still, it would be fun to know what the outer world thinks about a relationship that's as hard as mine. I guess I don't know, because from the inside it might be different than from what you guys see that have normal relationships and not just a long distance relationship, which kind of sucks. I mean, be straight with you, it sucks, but it's bearable. I think this is water. It's actually a coffee cup, but it's a long story. Okay, this is gonna go in Spanish because it's funnier, I guess. Este vaso, yo lo compré. Mentira, yo no lo compré. Es de esos cupones que te dan, que tú compras mucho café en un lugar y luego te dicen, ok, compraste tanto café y te voy a dar un vaso de estos por todos esos cafés que tú compraste en el pasado. Bueno, yo conseguí esto y yo le eché café muy, muy, muy caliente. ¿Y saben qué pasó? Se como que se hundió por dentro. It's fine. It works fine. But I just got scared. I never use coffee for it. So I just drink water or Coke or juice or whatever, but not coffee. But it's a coffee cup. Drink water, bitch. So, this 50 questions that I found, it says 50 questions every long distance couple should ask. I don't know what they mean with that. I haven't read the questions. I don't know what they're talking about, really. But I've got something that I wanted to say. Before I started the video, I was thinking about it, and I said, oh, I should talk about this. But I'll read the questions first, I'll answer them, and if there's a question related to that, then I might say it, or I'll wait just till I'm done with the questions to say it, because it's really important for people out there that are having this same issues that I'm having, and how to overcome that as a society. It's something that everybody should do. I mean, listen, but should do. I mean, listen to others people's experiences and you know long distance relationships. If you're in one and you don't know anything about it, then you should listen to other people to get more. I don't know, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna start. This is gonna be fast because I have something to do at 20 something minutes. First question. What are we going to do this year to help us close the distance? Yeah. We? I don't know. I mean, we, like us as a couple, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we do see each other. Not as often as I would like, but we do see each other. So, yeah, I think I would go to where he lives, but I wouldn't tell him until I'm there. It would be a nice Christmas gift, don't you think? I should do that. But I'm not gonna tell him unless he sees the video, which I don't think he will because I haven't sent him any link. So what are we gonna do? I think try to see each other more often. Try to get coupons on flights or something. Um, Second, how can we save money for visits? I don't know because in my part, I don't know how to save money. Really, I don't know how to save money. I am the worst. I have, I don't know, let's say I get my check from work and it's gone. It's gone the other day. And so I don't know how I'm gonna save money. I don't. He doesn't really necessarily have to save money, but that's another study. So yeah, I don't know. Third question. Um, what is one goal for us as a couple? I don't know. Okay, this is kind of difficult. My relationship, I would say, it's kind of complicated. Not because of him, but because of me. And it's weird that I'm saying this because I wouldn't tell him this. And I think that a goal would be being together longer, like for more time, and trying to stay in the same country or to live in the same country, not together, like not together in the same house, but together in the same country. So I think it would be easier for us to, you know, coexist together if we lived in the same country. But that's kind of hard right now, really hard. So yeah, I think that's my main goal to get us to live in the same country. It doesn't matter if it's my country choice or his. I think it would be his because he's not moving. I know that. So yeah, I think that's a goal that for us as a couple. I think yeah. Fourth, how can we better communicate this year? This year, which is the first year we've been dating, we haven't been dating for a year either. We have a couple months. But how can we better communicate? I think we do communicate a lot, but there's topics that are hard for me, so we don't talk about them because of me, not because of him, because I know he's willing to talk about it. But me, personally, it's not because I don't want to or that I don't, want us to grow in that matter, but because it's just hard for me to talk about some things. And I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, we do talk about them, but at first, I really struggled to say things, and there's things that right now I haven't said, and I should have said a long time ago, but they're killing me right now. But that's another topic. I'll mention it later. Number five. What's one thing we learned last year about our relationship that can help us better our relationship this year? Okay, we don't have a year together. Last year I was not dating him. He was not part of my life. We knew each other, but we weren't dating, so I think this one doesn't count. But in a short period of, you know, maybe from April to now, what did we learn to communicate a little bit because I didn't talk at all and now I do more often, but yeah. I think that we've learned to talk and to be patient. Yeah. You need a lot of that to be in a long distance relationship. And it's something that I lack a lot. So, yeah, that. Patience and communication a little bit. Did our communication habits work for us last year? If not, how can we fix them to be more successful this year? Um, we didn't have a last year, so they have changed. They worked, but they can get better. We can get better at communicating with each other. Not only me, but sometimes, yeah, it's just me. I can't. It's just me. Number seven. Um, what special occasions are coming up? How do we want to celebrate? We don't really plan things. We don't talk about that. In my case, I do plan a lot of things. I just don't talk about them. But we as a couple, we don't plan things. And I think that's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky because if you're in a relationship, you're going to have like goals together and all of that. But it's not really something that we have reached yet, I think, because we're just starting to get to know each other for real. And to set goals like that, or to plan things, I think it's kind of bold, because what if it doesn't work? But that's a bold question, and kind of tricky too, that you should never ask yourself in a long distance relationship ever, because it's gonna fuck you up. But that's another thing. So what special occasions? I think my birthday. It's in December, and but I don't see it as a special, because I don't celebrate it, and yeah, I don't think so. I don't think there's something that we would celebrate. Do I trust them? That's it. And number 8. Do I trust them? Yes, I do. And number 9. Do they trust me? I think so. Yeah, I think so. 10. Where do you see us? Where do you see each other at the end of this year? That's hard, because I am moving out of this continent, really. So I don't know. Hopefully together, because the end of the year means Christmas, and I love, I love Christmas. It's my favorite time of the year, and yeah, I hopefully together, at least for Christmas. Hopefully together, and um, I don't know, smarter some ways. 11th. Where do you want to close? When do you want to close the distance? Um, that's kind of serious. A serious question to ask someone that has been dating for a while, but it doesn't mean anything. Whatever I just said right now, forget it if you're in a long distance relationship. It doesn't mean that it's not gonna last because you have 2 months or 3 months or 5 months dating. Okay? It doesn't mean that. You could marry someone just because you met them like last week, if you feel like it. You know what I mean? So, when do I want to close the distance? I would say right now, without even thinking about it, because I don't have to think about it. But, I'm in college. He's. We're kids. We're kids. And close the distance, from my perspective, would be being in another stage of the relationship where like, you really do know I'm just gonna be with this person forever. And it's not like I don't know that, or that I don't want that, but it's a more serious stage, and I don't think we're ready to decide when it's the right time to close the distance completely. So, yeah. 12th. Where do you think it's a reasonable time frame to close the distance? Um, Reasonable. I think maybe whenever I am done getting my life together. Me specifically, because he's fine. I mean, he's fine. With fine, I mean he's got a job and he's done with studying, all of that, and I am still studying. I have a job, but I'm not working on my. How do you say that? Área de estudio? I don't know how to say that in English, so I'm sorry. So yeah, I think whenever I get my shit together, it would be the right and or reasonable time frame to close the distance with him, if it works, which I hope. 13. How has the distance helped us grow individually? Myself, because I'm not gonna talk for him. I never thought I could bear with so many things at once. I didn't know I was able to overcome the necessity of just being close to someone, and knowing that you can't, it's gonna fucking kill you, trust me. Or those doubts that you start getting or whatever, I think that I would have never done that if I hadn't started dating someone that was so far from me. Patience. I wasn't patient at all, and Jesus Christ, right now I'm just patience, like Kylie Jenner daughter, like that. 14. What do you want to be in 5 years, 10 years? 5 years, I want to have my master's in structural design or calculus, and I want to be halfway my title in English literature tour. Maybe, maybe not. In 10 years, ah, it it was related to the relationship uh, with him together. I hope we're together in 5 years. 10 years. And maybe a master's in Inglés medieval, maybe. I don't know. But with him as well. 10 years with him. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change him in 10 years. I would still want to date him. I'm sure that if for some reason we're not dating, I will look for him because god damn it, he's perfect. 15. Mm, what is one piece of advice you would tell someone about long distance relationships? That's exactly what I'm doing, honey. You just keep on listening to what I'm saying and you'll see. 16. Do you ever regret doing long distance? No. Why not? Not because I would do it again, because I wouldn't. But because of him. I wouldn't regret trying something romantic with him just because he's far. It's because of the person, not because of what it means to, uh, be in a long distance relationship. But because of him, I wouldn't ever regret that, ever, ever, not ever. We finally have a chance to be with each other. 17. What's something you want to learn to do this year? To write, uh, I don't know, to drive correctly without killing anybody. Yeah, maybe to drive. I'm kind of learning, but 18. I don't know. Okay, 19. Do you ever get jealous? Explain some situations that spark jealousy. I have he never, ever, ever in the world watches this. Yeah, I mean, not really, because I'm not a jealous person. But since you're having a long distance relationship and you don't know what they're doing, or even though you trust them, you don't trust other people, right? Right? And I've gotten jealous for no absolute reason because there's no reason. I mean, I still haven't found a reason to get jealous. It's just my head messing up with me. So, yeah, I've gotten jealous, but not it's not something that happens, all the time. It was just a one-time thing. And it was whatever. But still, your head it's going to start messing with you and with your feelings. So, yeah, don't listen to it. 20. Are you ever afraid that when they'll cheat on you? Well, he will cheat on me. That's hard. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so because I know him enough to know that he wouldn't do that. Not specifically to me, but to anyone he's dating. And But at the same time, I don't want to be stupid. Or not stupid. We never know what a person is capable of doing. So I would say maybe. He might, but I don't think he will. You know? I don't really think he would do that to me, but there's always the chance that he would do it. Are you 21? Are you afraid you'll ever cheat? I and I know we never know what's gonna, happen in the future. Be- I don't think so. I don't really think so. I would hate myself so much if I do. 22. What's your least favorite part of a long distance relationship? Distance? 23. What's your favorite part of long distance relationship? Is there something good about what the fuck? No, that I learned how to be patient. That 24. Did you have doubts when you first started dating long distance? Doubts? I wouldn't know how to say that. Um, I was afraid. I didn't have doubts because I really do want it to be with that person, but with him. But I was mainly afraid. Not I didn't have doubts. I was just scared that I was giving my heart and everything else to someone that I didn't know as much, but I knew I loved them, and then they would just get bored or something like that. That's what happened. Like they're not gonna have the chance to see me every day and to know what I really am uh, personally. So they might get bored of me, but not because I was dating, him or whatever. It was just like the situation I was picturing in my head. If you had a child someday who ended up in a long distance relationship, would you support it? What three pieces of advice would you give them? I would tell them that if they're not planning to, well, first, if they're not planning to be with that person seriously, like to someday end up living together, being closer, then they shouldn't do it. But that's their decision. I just think that if you're not planning on really, really, really getting closer to that person, then why are you dating them? It's not. Mm, well, it's three pieces. That's it. I think that's it. If they're not serious about it, then I don't think they should waste their time and that person's time. 26. Have we have you both been doing your part to close the distance? Not really. But that's on me because I haven't been able to go visit him yet. But that's a personal issue. So, yeah. I haven't been I mean I want to try harder, but perhaps on Christmas. We'll see. 27. What are you looking forward to most when you close a distance? To have a lot of fun together because I know we will. I want to have fun with him, and yeah, that. What about long distance is easier than you expected? There's some moments, I would say days even, that you don't even realize you're not in the same place. It just feels so fucking good. I don't know if it's because of him, but that some days you just forget they're far and you think they're here next to you or across the street or in another town, but not so fucking far. So yeah, I think that. What about long distance is harder than you expected? Um, I would say I don't know. The waiting, I would say. Waiting, what's gonna happen next? 30. Number 30. Do you feel loved? Yeah, I think I do. There's something in my head that I have been playing over and over since it happened. I don't know if that's what he said or I just imagined it. I was waking up. It was this time we were together, and I was waking up and he was waking up at the same time, and I remember him smiling and looking at me, and he said, I don't know if I'm quoting or I just imagined it. He said, I would die or something like that. I would die to wake up like this every day. And I don't know, I love that moment for some reason. I keep on playing it in my head. So that, yeah, I felt the love right there at that moment. And I hope he felt it back. 31. How can I make you feel special even when we can be together? And make him feel special. I think when I write about him, my blog, I think that's a special moment because I try to make everybody feel how things I'm feeling for him, but especially him, obviously. 32. What kind of date nights could we incorporate into our relationships when we are apart? I don't know. I don't think we have done that yet. We could try it. 33. What would you consider your greatest weakness when it comes to our relationship? My greatest weakness. I think being scared of this ever ending. And with this, I mean us being together. I think that's my greatest weakness because sometimes it gets me to dark places. So, yeah. And then it says 34. What would you consider your greatest strength when it comes to your relationship? That even though I feel down, really, really, really down sometimes, I just have to get a call to feel better. Or to forget that I ever felt so bad because of that. 35. What quality about them do you envy? That he's so careless. You would think that it's a bad thing to be careless, but trust me, it's not. It's not. I really envy that from him because I care about everything, even the things that don't have to do anything with me. I do care about them too, and I should change that. I think. 36. What quality do they have that you wish they didn't have? Um, that he's careless. Yeah, I give me a second. Ugh. I don't, I don't know. Um, it's something that it's too good to be true, and then at the same time, it's a disadvantage in the relationship matter because sometimes I care too much about too many things, and when he's like, "But that's whatever," I feel like an idiot. So yeah. 37. What moment in your relationship did you feel loved the most? Uh, I think when we saw each other for the first time after we started dating. Like all of that time we spent together, I really, really felt the love I was getting, and I hope he feels the same way. 38. When was one defining moment in your relationship? One defining moment. I know this one. So when we were in dating, I mean, this is our relationship, so I don't know. Our relationship, I don't know when we started dating, really. So, let's say the first day of our relationship, and we didn't know we were dating, but I know we were dating. It's kind of complicated. I gave him a call, and I said, "Can we talk?" And even though we weren't dating, I think that's the start of everything. So it kind of counts to me. So that's the defining moment in our relationship. That call. 39. Do you think your family supports their relationship with you? Oh, it's his family supporting our relationship. I don't know. I haven't I haven't met them. I mean, yes, his mom. But you technical issues, I think it's gonna die soon. I'm getting stressed. I met his mom, but that's it. I don't think she hates me, and if she does, she's good hiding it. So I don't know if she supports her relationship, of if his family does in general, but I don't see why they wouldn't. I'm not as bad as you guys think, in case you're watching this. And 40. Since starting long distance, do you think we have grown as a couple? We've always been dating long distance, so yeah. 42. What's your biggest role model? I don't have one. No, I don't have one. 43. Would you change any aspect of your relationship? Distance? 44. Would you change any aspect of yourself? Yes. I would say I would try to communicate better. If I was able to do that, I think our relationship would be way better. Way fucking better. Because there's things that are happening to me right now that I haven't talked about, and they're killing me. And if I don't talk about it, I think I'm gonna die. But I'm probably not gonna talk about it and die anyway, so yeah. I have to change that. 45. When the day comes, how do you want to celebrate close in the distance? Wild sex. I don't know. I think a trip. A trip to somewhere I do really love, and he knows I love it. So if we ever close the distance and it gets really serious, then a trip to that place. 46. What things do you look forward to most in life? Um, Opening a coffee shop. Yeah, that's kind of weird, but I'm serious. I want to open a coffee shop in London, and perhaps staying with him and not. I don't know, not. Yeah, staying with him and opening a coffee shop, and graduating from engineering, and starting to study English literature and all of that. I think that's what I'm looking forward right now. 47. How can I better support their dreams? I think by graduating and having a job. um, support their dreams. I think I don't know. I don't really know if I should call them this or that. it's kind of complicated. I wouldn't say I know his dreams, but I think I do. It's just that the only way I would support his dreams is just being next to him, you know. So yeah, I think being just there for him, it would be enough. Or if I'm wrong, you could just tell me. 48. Do you ever feel like being in a long distance relationship holds you back? No, it doesn't. Not at all. 49. What do you look forward to most this year? Um, Seeing you again. And seeing him again this year. I think I really do miss him. So yeah, seeing me again. And doing a lot of crazy shit together, which we haven't had the chance for a lot of reasons. So yeah. Yeah. 50 and last one, thank God. Um, what do you want to be your relationship goals for this year? Seeing each other again. I think that's the only thing I care about right now. See him again and lock him in my basement if I had one. Under my bed, it works. And yeah, see him again. So, I didn't really specifically found like the questions that I was expecting to talk about what I wanted to talk about at the beginning of the video. So I'm just gonna say it. Let me drink water. Delicious. Drink water, bitch. So, being in a long distance relationship, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. And this I know because I've felt a lot of days like, God damn it, I can do this. I can do this. Like, literally last night I was freaking out, like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know. Because, really, I was freaking out. And this is normal. You shouldn't feel like it's the end of the world because you're having this thoughts. Like, you just can't do it anymore, or you feel down, or you feel sad, or you think something's wrong when it's really nothing wrong. Something about long distance relationships is that when certain time frame passes and you haven't talked to them really, you start feeling kind of lost. And you feel like you're missing things from the life. So I felt like that for a couple days now. I trust me. I thought that I would never feel okay again. It was that hard. And that we were growing apart, or that he he was growing out of love, you know? And that was last night. And I'm talking about it like, oh, I'm super chill right now, but no. I felt like crap. I wanted to scream. I wanted to cry. I wanted someone to hold me, tell me everything was gonna be okay, but there was no one. And I couldn't talk about this with him. And that's the fucking worst. Whenever you feel like something's fucking wrong, then you should talk about it so you realize that nothing's wrong and you're just a crazy bitch. If that's the scenario. it's, it's just that most times, at least with me, it works like this. It's just my head fucking me up. When you're in a long distance relationship, your head is gonna play with you a lot. Your head is gonna be constantly saying no, 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 this is not gonna work, this is not gonna work. He's gonna cheat on you. He's probably with another girl right now. And you're like this. And your head is like no, 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 no again. So you kind of get crazy if you start listening to your head often. There's something that he says to me when I get a little bit crazy, and he's like, use your head. when he says that, it's for something very specific. It's when I start acting crazy for things that are not really, a problem. I start creating a problem just so I feel like there's something I should worry about. And I tend to, how do you say that? I tend to pay attention more to my feelings and emotions than to my logical side, or whatever, however you say that. Like, I ignore every rational statement that my head is just, playing over and over. Like, really, this is stupid. It's not like that. And then my feelings and emotions in the back are like, bitch, you're fucked. He's probably with another girl right now, fucking her so fucking hard. And I'm like, so that's when he says, use your head. Stop using your heart in this case, and use your head, because they're gonna fuck you up. And yeah, you're gonna feel a lot like crap, like you're shit. Not like you're the shit, like you're shit, literally. And my advice is just think, sit down, take a glass of water or Coke or not alcohol, coffee, whatever, and think. And if you don't find a solution yourself, like if you can't think of anything good, call them. Call them and tell them, hey, I know this may sound stupid or crazy or whatever however it sounds for you, but I'm feeling like this, and this. And can we talk about this? And I'm sure you're gonna feel better. I've felt better. I remember there was an issue with, I'm not gonna mention it, but there was an issue, and I was very annoyed. And until I talked about it with him, I felt better. Right now, in this moment, I would never worry about it again, because we already talked about it, and I know what's up. And even though there are really darker times than that one, when you talk about those things, when the other dark time comes, you wouldn't replay this because you already talked about it and you're okay with it. So even though new things are coming, because new things always come, um, when you talk about them, it's gonna be less things to worry about when the dark times come. It's gonna be less things and less things until there's not gonna be anything to worry about. I mean, there's always something, but you know what I mean. Those silly things that hurt too much and seem to be unreal, they probably are unreal, and you're just hurting yourself, creating imaginary scenarios in your head. And you should talk about it. Always talk about things. I like that kind of things. I mean, I'm talking to people that doesn't know me about my feelings, and yeah, actually, I'm gonna talk to them today. Today, meaning my boyfriend. I'm gonna talk to him today. Um, about those things that really fucked me up a couple days ago and last night and earlier today. So yeah, I think if I don't talk about it, I am gonna drown in myself, and it's not gonna end well for us. So yeah, I hope this 44 minutes of your time with me were worth it. And I don't know if you have any question or anything. I'm not an expert, but I am open to talk about anything. So if you want me to talk about something, if something's missing about long distance relationships, then just tell me. Feel free to tell me. I'll talk about it. I think that's it. I think that's it. You've already heard me speak in Spanish, and you already know too much about my relationship, which is kind of weird because no one really knows too much or anything about my relationship besides me and him. And yeah, what's the next video gonna be about? I don't know. I'm excited. I like talking to myself. It's cool. So, bye people from YouTube.